Worksafe AFL Victoria Country Championships. Ballarat battles Bendigo on Saturday the 23rd of May at Eastern Oval, Ballarat. In football, the under-18 game starts at 11:30. The seniors game is at 2:15. In netball, the 17 and under game commences at 12. And the open game is on at 1:30. The Worksafe AFL Victoria Country Championships, brought to you by Red Onion Creative, McDonald's Ballarat, the Win Network, and these sponsors.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the BFNL Footy Show, brought to you by McDonald's Ballarat and Ballarat Toyota. Our Interleague edition this week, and probably the best edition of the season already, Nunny, because we've sacked Liam Brady for this week. BFL Operations Manager Aaron Nunn joins us instead.
Thanks for having me aboard again, Shaun, after last week's performance. Didn't think I'd get an invite back, but happy to be here.
No, that's okay. We keep the performers in the ones, and the ones that don't perform get dropped down to the twos. That's how it works in this league.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk Interleague, mate, because as we know, club football suspended for a week to make way for the Worksafe AFL Victoria Country Championships. The BFL taking on the Bendigo Football Netball League at the Eastern Oval tomorrow. 2:15pm the seniors, 11:30am the under-18s. Both of them set to be cracking games.
Absolutely, looking forward to playing our old rivals, the Bendigo Football League. This is the third time in 5 years that we've played them, so we're getting to know them quite well, and hopefully we can come away with a positive result that'll see us get back up to that fourth place ranking.
Now, you've been very much embedded into the Interleague team this year. You've put yourself down as a team manager. A little bit of me time for you tomorrow, getting out there and getting around it, but you've also been very heavily involved in training, and obviously with the coaching structures with Shaun Contra. This senior Interleague side looks very, very good on paper, but how are they gelling together?
Really well. I can honestly say that the 28 blokes that we've got together in the squad still at this point are all fantastic blokes, and they're really coming together really well, and looking forward to playing with each other, obviously on the weekend. So it's going to be a cracking match. We still don't know what the makeup of the side's going to be, but at the end of the day, whatever side goes out onto the park, I'm sure they'll represent the league with pride. You
mentioned that, and it's quite weird at times, because even when clubs don't quite know that final makeup, obviously we've got to get the team down to 23. We've got 28 at the moment. A lot of times it's already trimmed to 26 and the 3 emergencies are on standby. We've got 5 on standby because there's forces greater than us that still need some dominoes to fall into place to see what's going to happen. And if, for instance, North Melbourne do take a travelling emergency with them, it then affects the Roosters, which then affects us. And if a player is taken out of our Interleague side, depending on who it is, could change the whole structure of the team.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, at the end of the day, we knew going into this campaign that we had a significant amount of players in the squad who were VFL listed players, and primarily they are VFL listed players. So if they're called up to play VFL footy, then that's what they have to do.
That's their main priority.
That's what they're contracted to do. So there's no issues with that. We knew the situation coming into the campaign, and obviously we've made contingencies around that. But we're confident that the 23 guys that run out on the park will be able to do the job for us on the weekend, and hopefully, we can come away from with a win and give 23 blokes a really good opportunity to play footy at the next level.
Now, you've been watching training pretty closely. Who's the blokes out on the track that have really impressed you throughout this Interleague campaign?
Callum Curry is one, I think, who is really looking forward to playing at that next level. He's he just looks really sharp on the track. Steve Kennedy is probably one of my favourite players in the competition. I love watching him play footy.
Because it's one player that's probably got less hair than you.
That's true, but apart from that, he just seems to glide across the ground. And another one, Cam Richardson, he's one I'm really excited about watching play on the weekend, and just seeing him at that next level, and I'm sure he will excel.
I'll tell you one that I reckon is just champing at the bit to get out there and tear it up after missing Interleague. In fact, there's 2 after missing Interleague last year. Brad Murphy from Melton, looking very good in early games this year. And Michael Powell, for everything that Michael Powell's done in the league, this is going to be his first Interleague game tomorrow after just missing in 2013. He ended up being the runner, and last year getting the Roosters call up on the eve of the game. So very much looking forward to seeing Powell. And if he keeps his form up from last weekend, there could be some Bendigo defenders with some stud marks in the back of their heads.
Yeah, look, they're 2 guys that we lost in the last week leading into last year's match against the Golden Valley Footy League, and we would have dearly loved to have had them in the side. But look, Murph, he's a seasoned campaigner. He knows what it's like at the next level. He's going to be a fantastic addition to the side. And obviously Powley, who he's a bit of the unknown. He's a bit of the X factor. Obviously he can take a big grab, and he's a good hit up forward. So both those guys are really looking forward to making their debuts for the BFL Interleague side on the weekend.
Another one just cherry ripe, I reckon, coming into the game. Did some good stuff against Bendigo last time. Derek Micallef from North Ballarat City comes in on the back of a stat line last week that is almost had to be seen to be believed. 41 touches last week, 26 marks and 7 goals, 6. So he's well and truly in form, the Des.
He is, and he knows how to find the footy, and he can be very dangerous if he gets off the leash. So hopefully he gets a few early touches and can get his confidence skyrocketing, and he can ease his way into the game.
Big day planned tomorrow. For those that are thinking of coming down to the Eastern Oval, what do they need to know? What time gates, how much to get in, etc., etc.?
Gates will open from about 10 a.m.
Yep.
So anyone's welcome, obviously, to come down from that time onwards. It's $10 entry for adults and $5 for students and pensioners.
Beautiful.
So hopefully we can get a big crowd down there. We can get plenty of support for the guys, and hopefully cheer along the BFL side to get them across the line.
And our under-18 team already had a hit out against the RDFL a couple of weeks back. Tim and Anthony Beecham got them in pretty good stead with some pretty handy blokes coming back into the team for this game. Guys like Connor Griffiths from Melton, who's a Western Jets listed player.
Yeah, look, we've got a lot of really good up-and-coming BFL stars. I think 75% of the under-18 side is actually playing senior football at the moment, which is a great sign for our Interleague side. Obviously Robbie Burns is going to lead the side from the Sunbury Footy Club, which is a great announcement for that young man. He's going to be a fantastic leader for this side on the weekend, and I know Tim and A are very much looking forward to coaching the side again.
They are indeed. Nunny, thanks for joining us this week, mate, giving us all the lowdown from the Interleague. If you want to know anything more about the Interleague game, you've got 2 options. Actually, you've got 4 options. You can come down to the Eastern Oval tomorrow, which is what we'd love to do. That's the preferred option because it's going to be a great day. Football, netball, absolutely everywhere. If you can't get there, 3 options. A, get our app, Team app, BFL, on your mobile phone. We'll have live scores from all the footy games all day long. 2, if you're near a radio, tune in to 97.9 FM Melton, have a listen to their live broadcast of the game, or if you're watching from the Bendigo area, the Fresh will be there as well, so Fresh FM 101.5 in the Bendigo area. Or number 3, if you can't get any of those options, you're stuck in the office for the day maybe, get the iPad out, put the computer on. We're going to have a live stream of the game as well. www.bfl.vcfl.com.au. Check that out, live stream of the game. So plenty of options, Nunny, for everyone to keep in contact with our Interleague game.
There's no excuses really.
None,
all
not a
bases
one.
covered.
Not a one at all. We look forward to seeing you at the Eastern Oval tomorrow to help cheer the Ballarat Football League on to victory and back up into the top 4 leagues where we think we belong, but where the rest of the public think that we should be as well. Nunny, thanks for joining us.
No problem, Shaun.
And thank you for joining us on the BFNL Footy Show for another week, brought to you by Ballarat Toyota and McDonald's Ballarat.